Let's turn me into a zombie. Okay, so here I am. I'm starting out by applying thin layers of liquid latex to my face. Starting on the right side, kind of cheek area. Doesn't have to be any place specific, just wherever you want. I'm applying the liquid latex where I don't have any hair, because you do want to avoid getting the liquid latex in your hair. So here I'm just applying it in random areas on my cheeks, both left and right, and then on my forehead. And I am trying to avoid getting it in my hair. So I am just building up layers, and here I'm using my airbrush gun with nothing in it, just the air, to help dry the liquid latex. At this point, I believe I have about 4 or 5 layers on my face. Looks good. So next I'm just going to take my fingers and rip holes randomly in the liquid latex. It's quite easy to do. You just kind of pull on it and it creates holes. These are going to simulate sores, open wounds and sores, versus gashes and tears in the skin. And it's just all very random where I'm placing these. I really like how the scar on the bridge of my nose really lends itself quite well to this makeup. That was from an accident that I had not that long ago. So it lends itself quite well to this sort of Living Dead makeup. So now I'm just taking a airbrush foundation that is about 4 shades lighter than my natural skin tone, and I'm airbrushing my entire face and my ears and my neck with it. You don't have to use an airbrush. I just prefer to use an airbrush because I did have it out when I was using it to help dry the liquid latex. You could use a blow dryer to dry the liquid latex on your face as well. But I had the airbrush out, so I just decided to use it. Next, I'm just kind of lightly powdering my face with a, this is a tinted powder. It's a Shiseido product. It's their lightest color, just on top of the liquid foundation that I airbrushed. Here I'm using colors from a bruise stack, just to kind of stipple on my face. I don't have a stippling sponge, so I just kind of took a cosmetic sponge and kind of ripped it up a little bit. And I'm randomly just taking the yellow and the green from the bruise stack and stippling it on my face in random areas. And here I'm taking the green and stippling the green on my face. This is just going to give a very mottled, sort of, kind of sickly green look to the skin without painting my face green. So next I'm taking Nehru, which is a matte eyeshadow from MAC. You want to use matte eyeshadows. If you're going to use eyeshadows for this zombie makeup, make sure they're matte and not shimmery or satiny. So I'm taking Nehru, which is a kind of a bluish green, good alternative to black. and I'm filling in all the holes. You could use black if you wanted to. Just do whatever you want. You want to use a nice dark color. You can use a very, very dark matte purple if you'd like as well. That would work. I just like the sort of green undertones in Nehru. So next I'm taking Nehru again, and I'm going to start creating depth and a lot of shadows, and I'm basically contouring my face with eyeshadows. So I'm taking Nehru and a fluffier brush. Next, I'm taking a very dark purplish blue matte eyeshadow, and I'm placing that in the inner corners of my eyes, and really accentuating the bags under my eyes. Really making that inner corner as dark as possible. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm sort of adding to the contours that I started with. A lot of the colors that I'm using for the contouring are in the blues and the purple family as well. And here I'm using a gray, a matte gray under the eye, which is kind of acting as my highlight to accentuate the bags under my eyes. So now I'm going to grab a fluffier eyeshadow brush. This is a MAC 224 brush, and I'm applying a matte burgundy-ish kind of purple, sort of Merlot wine color. Again, just use what you have. You do want to use darker colors, though, so I would try to avoid using pastels. But if all you have is black, then by all means, just use black. But you do, like I mentioned, want to make sure that you're using matte eyeshadows. You don't want to use anything shimmery. So here I'm adding just a brighter pink in the center of the eye to make my eyes look a little bit more irritated. And then more of that very first sort of dark bluish purple color. And just around the nose area, make my skin look a little bit more stretched across my face. Looks like I've got a little bit of liquid latex in my hair. So here I'm adding a little bit of green eyeshadow as well, and then I'm back to the sort of darker purplish blue. Next I'm taking a matte soft brown and sort of softening up those harder edges. This is a little bit more of that darker burgundy purple. I'm placing that in the temple areas and in the hollows of my cheeks to give me that little bit more of a sunken in look. The fluffy eyeshadow brush gives a very soft finish to the colors as well. You can kind of see now as I'm softening up the harsh lines. It's all coming together. Here I'm adding an orange. This is Rule. It is a matte orange. And again, you just want to blend, soften all those lines. You don't want to blend all your colors together. You just don't want any harsh lines. And then here I'm contouring my nose with a little bit of, I believe this is that sort of burgundy purple color. So next we've got blood. So I'll be putting fake blood into all of the holes that I created in the latex on my face. After doing this, I wish I would have made my own gel blood. This particular fake blood I purchased at the Halloween store, and it's very runny. So if I do decide to recreate this sort of undead look, I will be making my own gel, sort of scabby blood that doesn't run. It'll just kind of stay put. I use a combination of both, but this one was just a little too runny. Okay. Alrighty, so that's just kind of a really simple, quick zombie makeup. Not a lot of, not using any tissue or like making gouges. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.